No, I'm sorry. Oh, good evening, people. Good evening. This is Spirit Journey. Today, today's, what's that? September 30th, 2025. And the time is about 9:30 p.m. Couldn't sleep and was watching videos. What is going on? First, I saw something on Portland, Oregon, in America, and the people there have gone crazy. And my anger was spiked. I was getting so angry, I said, let me change this channel. And then lo and behold, I found something on Madagascar. Don't really know much about Madagascar. And I know it's a big island off the coast of Africa, in the southern Africa. But guess what's happened in Madagascar? Madagascar, who they call the Generation Z, are rioting. And I'm sad about that. It's a big, big island. I mean, a couple of months ago, I was looking at videos of Madagascar, um, what type of climate and infrastructure it had. It's a big, big island. And according to the video that I was just watching a moment ago with this Generation Z, they were saying that they're fed up, they're angry, and they're protesting. And their president is going to they topple the government there, this Generation Z. I don't want to give wrong information, but something about the government they're going to try to put in another cabinet, they said. So that is something. Yeah, Generation Z in Madagascar are angry that there is no water, and no electricity. And you have many of these people are students, and they have to, I'm sorry, just a moment. It's a plane. Yes, plane going over. I cannot compete with the planes. Okay. So the people there, the young people who are in school, they have to try to do their studying in candlelight. Wow. Wow. Now, I do live in Africa. And where I live, when it rains especially, my power goes off. I don't think it's nothing new when you don't have electricity. And water is gold. There are people who they don't have running water at home, and they have to find these hoses to try to get trickles of water. It is sad. I've never seen that where I'm from. But since moving here, water is gold. Um, but it just got me thinking. I started thinking when they were saying about the electricity out and no water. It just came to my mind. It's this that is leading me to do this live stream. What if, like, let me back up. 100 years ago, 150 years ago, let's say, they didn't have electricity. What did people do? What did people do? What did people do to survive, to live? And it seems like this technology gets us so comfortable and used to have these um, amenities that we're so dependent on, electricity. And I asked, well, like I started asking myself, like, what do we need energy for? This external energy. What do we really need it for? And it just gets me thinking. Before this electricity was founded, what do people need to survive? People need food and water and shelter. Everything else is just icing on the cake, so to speak. When we don't have this electricity, what exactly do we use electricity for? Okay, I start with myself. I have a refrigerator. And without that electricity to turn on that refrigerator, I'm limited my storage of food. But then again, what did we do 150 years ago? What did we do to keep our food? I think it's an important question because see, it's something that is relatively new to humanity. Water, drinking water, and essential to life, running water. And Madagascar, I thought that was like a tropics. And I'm imagining that it has rainwater. They're surrounded by, it's a big island. So they're surrounded by water. So I figure, hey, a filtration system. Why are we becoming so dependent on these new technologies? Energy in the form of electricity. And then when we don't get it, we start fighting each other. We start fighting the government, fighting, fighting, fighting. Then I ask myself, what is the real reason why they are fighting, the Generation Z is fighting in Madagascar? Why? What is it just because their light went out? Is that the real reason why they're fighting? Why I shouldn't say fighting, rioting. It's like everywhere. You have young people that are just rioting, fighting. In America, where I'm from, people are just rioting. They are harming each other. That's why I left. I left America about 21 months ago because of the fighting. It wasn't safe for me as a woman. It's not safe for a lot of people. But I had to leave. It was out of control. And since I left, things have gotten worse. So when you look around the continent, France also. France is having their riots. It's just very, very bizarre. You have people around the world, and I'm just wondering if it's something that's being manipulated. Whether you have someone who is orchestrating and have a large influence over the planet and is targeting people and that they know their trigger points and they're pressing their buttons and causing all this to happen. What is the real reason why people are fighting each other? You can't like have a disagreement. You can't have difference of opinions these days because people consider it like 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 war. Like if you disagree, let's fight. It's not worth it. What is really going on with especially Generation Z? Not just Madagascar, but in America. You got these young people, and a lot of them do drugs. The place in Portland, Oregon, where I was watching the riot police are out, and they're planning on getting the what do you call it? The not the Coast Guards, but these military people. And this is just making these civilians even more and more angry. They're angry. It's like one thing leads to something else. And I feel that some of the people who are rioting are being told to riot because they want to get the federal armies out there. It's like they want the country to topple. And it makes me sad. Even though I'm not there anymore, I'm very, very sad. So, what's happening in America is happening in Madagascar. And they said about 22 people have lost their life. People are losing their lives in Madagascar. I never heard anything bad about Madagascar. Never really hear anything. The only thing I ever heard about with Madagascar is the movie, I think it was from Walt Disney or some cartoon that came out about Madagascar, and it's all those little animals that look really cute. That's the only thing I know about it from that movie. Okay, someone is just coming, everything fresh, and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Okay, everything fresh and sassy is saying, "I live in Baltimore, raised in DC. No one is fighting here. People are tired, but no one is fighting. I grew up in DC and is quite quiet there. The Bible talks about wars and rumors of wars. Yes, yes. Very, very true. I'm glad that you're okay in Baltimore. Yes, I'm glad that you're safe. Yeah, people we're restless. We are restless, especially Generation Z. Generation Z was babysitted by their smartphones, right? Generation Z, half of their life. Let's see, I got my first smartphone in 2012. That was 13 years ago. So let's just say, hey, they're 23, half their life, an essential part of their life. You okay, Lavi? My little doggy. Yeah, poor baby. Sorry, my doggy. Yeah, my doggy, Lavin. He's growing more fragile. He has his good moments, but I notice when he wants to try to lie down, he makes these sounds, and it sounds like he's in pain. I'm really sad. Yeah, please pray for him if you can. You know, I love my little boy. You're my little fur baby. Okay, I'm sorry to get off the subject there, but yes, people are edgy. You have a Generation Z that was raised by their smartphone and every puke imaginable that could be easily viewed, they see. They see everything. A lot of information, but processing that information, it's affecting their thinking. It's affecting my thinking. It's affecting the world's thinking. This excess of information, but it's information that's not creative. It's a destructive um, medium, I think. I mean, yes, there's some good things that could be used for, on social media, but it's just getting corrupt, in my opinion. Again, it's my opinion. People, I think it's affecting the youth. They're losing hope. But I want to say today that all this, I like to believe that all this is an illusion. We see what we see, yes. And what I mean by illusion, that it's a system. They want you to see what you see, but we have a choice, don't we? Don't we have a choice what we want to see? Can we not think and turn the energy over and make it something positive? If our consciousness creates our reality, can we not change our thinking pattern? Is this what these smartphones all about? To change our thinking, but in a corrupt way? Remember, there was a movie that came out some years ago, and it was about how the movie opened up. They were these people were at an airport, and everybody had a cell phone. And then all of a sudden, something happened with the phones, and the people got triggered. The people got triggered. What if you are being triggered? What if Generation Z is being triggered? What if those people in Portland, Oregon, are being triggered? Do any of you know that there is a what do you call it? This gadget, this thing. It's a directed energy weapon called DEW, and they can turn it on. The system can turn that machine on, and they could instantly change your thinking. They could make you go cuckoo. They can make you get angry and lash out. Why do you think certain neighborhoods act the way they do? Why do they act the way they do? You don't think that they're doing this, using these equipments in other countries? Why everybody seems to be acting out, restless, and it doesn't matter what you say. It's like, oh, how dare you have a different of opinion? People always have different opinions, but they're not unaliving people. We're out of control now, and we have to save ourselves. There's no savior that's going to save you but yourself. Only you can really save yourself, in my opinion. In my opinion, if there was a so-called savior, what's taking them so long? Because it's just something, in my opinion, that is used to just zap your energy, take your money, and pray and wonder about someone else. Sorry, the power's gonna. It's just someone telling you to do something, but it's just zapping your resources. And then you're waiting for someone to save you. You have to save yourself. And if we create our own reality by our thoughts, we have to learn how to harness our own thinking and demand our thoughts to, have our thoughts captive by our own will. Because what's happening instead is that these devices are thinking for us and is manipulating the way we think and is causing this destruction. I don't think these people in Madagascar are just rioting because electricity and water, that is something that's so common in Africa. No electricity and water is scarce. Why are they why are they rioting? I think something is manipulating the planet and causing this destruction. And I think they're really trying to prepare for what they call the new, like what do you call it, the age of Aquarius, the new world order. They all mean the same thing. It's the end of one cycle and the beginning of another cycle. That's what I really think. I think it's really inevitable, but the process is so painful. Families are falling apart, neighborhoods are falling apart, all to try to force this new world order. Let me just put the plug in my phone. My power is almost gone. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry. I have to plug something in. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I had to put the plug in there. My phone was running low on energy. A message propped up that my batteries are low. So I apologize for that. Yeah, there's a new system. There's a new system that they're trying to enter in. You have people called the Masons. You have the people called Illuminati. You have the what do you call it, the Bilderberg. And these are groups that hold a lot of influence over the planet. They control everything. And they have a very extensive network. They work with the sororities and fraternities all over the world. And they have assignments, these groups. And they have a goal. I mean, I wonder where these people think they're going to go. They live on the same planet. Aren't they worried? Don't you ever wonder where these people sleep? Where do they live? How is that they could do and cause so much havoc on the planet, but they live on the same planet? Where are they hiding? I remember in 1980 when I started college, in 1980, there was this thing that was called, do you have your space in the cave? Do you have your space in the cave? They were saying, even back then that the world was in a mess and that you're going to have people who to try to escape the fall of the planet, that they're going to live underground, that they're underground bases. How do you get your space in your cave? How do you get that? And then, what if they use what do you call it, radioactive weaponry? That radiation can go under the ground too. So what do you think they're doing? It is awful. It is awful, people. Yeah, it's affecting me emotionally. Um, I can't seem to put down my phone. But what I'm starting to do at least to try to help me navigate through all this mess on that I watch on YouTube, I said, I'm not going to watch that channel anymore. So I've been just deleting. They have an option when you're watching YouTube. Um, they have three little dots, and if you press on it, sometimes when you press on it, it gives you options, and one of those options say, "Don't recommend this channel anymore," and that's what I did. So I've been just clicking away, and I started to watch videos regarding those little dogs. I like looking at the Frenchie dogs. Yeah, it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh watching about the little Frenchie dogs. It's really cute. And then I get curious about certain things, and yeah, I fell right back in. Yeah, so yeah, what's going on in the world? It just looks like some of these things are inevitable, and the only thing I could really say is um, try to get grounded. Try to get grounded. Stay away from large crowds, people. Stay away from those large crowds. Stay away because things could happen. Things could happen. And yeah, even though I moved to Africa, I don't go out at night. I like to stay at home at night. I like to just feel cozy at home, just relax. I just go out in the daytime when the light is out. That's what I do, people. Yeah, ask yourself, if you have children, where are your children? Keep your children at home and keep them safe. Keep them busy. Keep them busy, people. Yeah, so what is really making Madagascar? Oh, and I think I also heard something with Kenya also. What is really behind all this? Yeah, you look at these things on the internet. It pulls down these events, pull your spirit down. It was pulling my spirit down. And so just imagine these Generation Z. Generation Z is sensitive. And I guess when they see young people from one country acting out, I feel that they feel like they have to do the same, you know? And you don't have to. You don't have to. So, yeah. So I don't want to just keep on rambling here, but I think what's happening that people are being triggered, and that I feel that all these things that's happening is by design. It's by design. And if it's true regarding metaphysics, that if we create our reality, then maybe we can try to change the way we think and think good things, happy things, goodly things, to turn this around. There's no one else that's going to save you but yourself. But yourself. Think those good thoughts. Love your family. Thank you, guys. So take care and enjoy your day. Yes, you can leave your comments below. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.